What if everything you've heard about Dayton, Ohio is wrong? For buyers relocating, the rumor mill can be a real problem. In this video, we will pull back the curtain on the most common misconceptions and address the hard-hitting questions you're actually asking. Prepare to have your perspective on Dayton completely transformed. Let's start with the one myth that just won't die, that Dayton is some kind of empty city. Sure, if you only drive through the I-75 corridor and glance at a few old factories, you might think that the story ends there, but the snapshot is years out of date. Downtown Dayton has been quietly reinventing itself. The Water Street district is alive with breweries, riverfront patios, and loft-style apartments. Tech companies and startups have filled in where the manufacturing once stood, and projects like the arcade redevelopment are turning historic buildings into creative hubs that mix retail, dining, and co-working spaces. Beyond the skyline, Dayton's neighborhoods are full of energy, from the buzz of the Oregon District's local shops to weekly summer concerts at Levitt Pavilion. There's always something drawing people together. Small businesses are thriving. Coffee roasters, boutiques, farm-to-table restaurants, all backed by a community that genuinely supports local. Dayton's not the empty city that some outsiders imagine. It's a comeback story that's already well underway with real momentum that you can feel in every block. Another big misconception about Dayton is that it's cheap for a reason. People hear that homes are more affordable here and assume that it must mean lower quality or fewer opportunities. But the numbers tell a different story. Compared to major metros like Cincinnati, Columbus, Indianapolis, Dayton's housing costs are often 20 to 30% lower, yet the amenities and community experiences rival any of them. The median home price in the Dayton metro sits well below the national average, and even in sought-after suburbs like Centerville or Beaver Creek, buyers find modern homes in established neighborhoods without breaking the bank. What really changes the equation, though, is how far your dollar stretches here. The average salary in Dayton stacks up surprisingly well against the local cost of living, meaning that there's more room in the budget for travel, savings, or just enjoying your life. Utilities, groceries, and entertainment all trend lower than the national average, yet residents enjoy short commutes, vibrant community events, and top-rated parks and schools. So yes, Dayton is affordable, but not because you're settling. It's affordable because it offers a quality of life that outperforms its price tag. When people think of Dayton, they often picture aviation history or the Air Force Museum. But that's just scratching the surface. Beyond the tourist guides are local treasures that even longtime residents keep discovering. Wander through the Dayton Art Institute's Hilltop Galleries, catch an indie film at the Neon Downtown, or explore the century-old charm of the Wright Dunbar District, where history and new businesses collide. The cultural scene runs deeper than most expect. Live jazz nights, local theater, and small galleries tucked into renovated warehouses all add texture to the city's identity. Then there's the food. Dayton's culinary scene has exploded with creativity. Everything from family-owned taco joints and upscale Italian hotspots in Oakwood to coffee shops that roast their own beans and breweries that double as neighborhood gathering spots. And for those who crave the outdoors, Dayton's outdoor capital of the Midwest reputation is well-earned. With more than 350 miles of paved trails, the Great Miami Riverway, and Five Rivers Metro Parks, it's easy to spend a Saturday kayaking, biking, or picnicking with skyline views. These hidden gems aren't just bonuses, they're part of what makes Dayton quietly unforgettable. Another outdated idea that keeps floating around is that Dayton's job market dried up when the factories closed. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The city has evolved from its manufacturing roots into a diverse, innovation-driven economy. Aerospace and defense remain strong thanks to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, but Dayton's also become a serious player in healthcare, logistics, and advanced manufacturing. Tech startups are on the rise, many supported by partnerships between local universities and private investors, creating a ripple effect of new opportunities for professionals and entrepreneurs alike. Educational institutions like the University of Dayton, Wright State and Sinclair Community College are all fueling this growth by training the next generation of engineers, nurses, and tech talent. Their collaborations with local employers have turned Dayton into a hub for research, innovation, and workforce development. Not just a place to work, but a place to grow. It's not a once great industrial city anymore. It's a region reinventing itself, blending the grit of its past with the creativity of its future. So after peeling back the layers, the question becomes, is Dayton right for you? Like any city, it has its challenges. Some neighborhoods are still rebuilding, and not every corner shines quite yet. But the perception of Dayton as unsafe or disconnected doesn't hold up under real-world experience. Most communities here are tight-knit, full of residents who know their neighbors. They volunteer at local events and take pride in making the city better. Suburbs like Springboro, Bellbrook, and Beaver Creek are known for their well-maintained neighborhoods, convenient access to parks and amenities, and a strong sense of community, while downtown attracts professionals who enjoy walkable areas, local culture, and affordable urban living. Dayton isn't trying to be something it's not. It's an honest, hardworking city with heart, one that rewards people who give it a chance. The pros often outweigh the cons: affordable living, short commutes, access to nature, and a community that actually shows up for one another. If you're considering a move, don't rely on the rumors or outdated headlines. Come see it for yourself. Spend a weekend exploring, talk to the locals, and you might find that the real Dayton looks a lot different than you imagined, and maybe it's just right for you. If you've been surprised by what you've learned today, wait until you see the real numbers behind living here. My next video, Military Move to Dayton, the real cost of living revealed, breaks down what it actually costs to call Dayton home: housing, utilities, groceries, and the lifestyle that comes with it. It's geared towards military PCSing to Wright Pat, but the insights apply to anyone thinking about moving to the Dayton area. So now that you've got a clearer picture of Dayton's communities, it's time to start narrowing down your top contenders. The next step is matching what matters to you most, where you feel most at home. Drop your insights or questions in the comments below, especially if you're torn between a few different areas or just starting your relocation research. And if you want even deeper insight before making your move, again, don't miss the next video. Military Move to Dayton, the real cost of living revealed. It breaks down what it actually costs to call Dayton home: housing, utilities, groceries, and the lifestyle that comes with it.